Now in the studio is Fungayi Mabunhu. Good to have you with us. You have been campaigning against ZANU-PF, and I was interested to see that last year you gave an interview where you said you didn't think that ZANU-PF would be holding elections this year, but they have. That's a good step, right?
Yes, I did. But what we should understand is that Mnangagwa is trying to legitimize the coup that they did last November. You know, as an activist, I very much doubt that these elections will be free and fair. ZANU-PF has always rigged the elections. They've always steal the elections. They always use every trick in the book to win the elections. There's a lot of intimidation. Right now, there's chaos with ZEC. You know, the Justice Chigumba is playing the ZANU-PF cards. The opposition have been complaining, and ZANU-PF have never complained about the election process.
The opposition have always claimed that the elections were marred by intimidation and vote rigging. But the atmosphere seems very different this time round. In the past, we've seen elections marred by murders, by beatings, by intimidation. It does seem to be different this time round. Yeah, it's different in the sense that they've already played their cards with the ballot papers, because normally the ballot papers should be printed in the presence of the opposition, and everyone should know where the ballot paper is coming from. But so far, it was ZANU-PF and ZEC. No any person from the opposition was involved in the printing of ballot papers. And we've seen how they've tried to rig. We've seen where people have been telling us that they've been looking at the ballot papers and been seeing an X in Mnangagwa Sul. So people have been scared to even put their X on those kind of ballot papers. So Nelson Chamisa and the MDC Alliance have been saying that they've been closing the gap with ZANU-PF, and they seem to be doing well amongst youth voters. Are you saying that at the end of the day, that's not going to make a difference?
No. To be quite honest, no one in Zimbabwe wants ZANU-PF. As you see...
Well, some people want ZANU-PF.
Yes, but the number is actually reduced, because for the past 38 years, they've destroyed the country, they've ruined the country. People, as you can see, out of the 5.7 million who've registered to vote, more than half are between the ages of 18 and 35. These are the youth who don't have jobs in Zimbabwe. They're hustling on the streets. Some of them, they've been to university. They're amongst the most educated in Zimbabwe, but they've been selling on the streets.
And who are the youth voting for? Nelson
the youth
Chamisa?
will be voting for Nelson Chamisa, no doubt, because what they know in Nelson Chamisa, they'll get the promise of jobs. They'll get the promise of the change of the situation. ZANU-PF have tried it for the past 38 years. They haven't done anything. What makes you think that they will all of a sudden change? This is the same people that have been under Mugabe. Mnangagwa, let us remember, he was the vice president.
Mnangagwa has promised to tackle corruption and try and reboot the economy. Do you not believe that he can live up to those promises?
Yeah, he gave us the rhetoric of the 100 days when he inaugurated last November. But what has happened so far? Nothing. These are just empty promises. This is the typical ZANU-PF. These people, they're crooks. These are the people who have deceived the Zimbabwean people for a long time. All they do is hoodwink and deceive so that they can stay in power. What they do is they're out to loot again. There's a lot of wealth in Zimbabwe that is in the hands of the ZANU-PF people. So this is what they're protecting. We saw Mugabe yesterday coming out pretending this is supporting Chamisa. No. What he's trying to do is protecting the things that he stole. He wants to be on the good side of Chamisa. He knows Chamisa is winning these elections outright.
OK. Well, the polls close at 1700 hours GMT, so we will see what happens shortly after that. Fungayi, thank you very much indeed for joining us.